West Orange, New Jersey. Nice, huh? That's my dad in blue, and that's his best friend Terry, the Inseparables.
I can't believe you made me do this.
Good for your appetite. See you in an hour.
Hello, welcome to Premiere Scene. I'm Rachel Mullins. Now, with Christmas fast approaching, most people usually find their orange in the depths of their stocking. But hopefully tonight we will find our orange here at the special screening of The Oranges.
I grew up here with two families.
We have so much to be thankful for, to the Walling and Ostroff clans. Who knew two families could get this close?
Nina?
Back for Thanksgiving. Are my parents here?
Or in the back.
Julian, this film has quite a dark concept to it, but it's also funny. How does that work?
Wow, you go right to the heart of it, huh? Yeah, to be honest, the concept for me, you know, is considered dark, you know, more for an American audience than I always thought for a European. It's like, you know, it's older man, younger woman relationship that blows apart two families who have been friends for 25 years. Tricky situation, obviously, unless you're French. And, you know, it was dealt with, the script dealt with it in a way that wasn't sort of predictable. It didn't go to the dark places, so I didn't try and make a dark movie. I thought it's not edgy, and you know, by putting it in suburban the way they did, it was like, you know, enable it to have that sort of purity of spirit. It wasn't, you know, if I think urban, I think, you know, edgy, introspective, you know, dangerous, and this was suburban. It was like more pure-spirited. People weren't brooding or weren't going to the darker places. There's emotional pain in it, but it was dealt with in a rather, you know, sort of fairy tale fashion. It was about, you know, how a crisis in your life and a scandal and all of that could actually, people could come through it. You know, I thought it was a very forgiving view of human nature. That's why I liked it so much. And you said that the families knew each other for 25 years. How did the actors portray that sense of familiarity and basically sort of portraying a family? That's a job that you ask actors to do at the beginning. I said that's a priority, like that we have to play in a way that, you know, we believe you two have history, and that's about everything. That's been like, you know, if you know someone extremely well, you don't have to eyeball them in every moment. That's, you know, you have to find that sort of, you know, start for whatever scene you're playing, feel like you know this person already. You love, you're not, it's not discovery in the scene, it's second nature to you. So all those guidelines were the sort of starting place, and then you know, and we had a good enough cast to sort of manage that. And you know, there were some relationships like, you know, Oliver Platt and Alison Janney are a married couple in the movie, and I look at them and like, wow, that's, you could make a great sitcom out of those two. They believe like they're a great married couple. And did you let the actors do a bit of improv during the filming or not? Yeah, I had a lot of comedic talent on set, so I think it would have been silly not to, you know, and some of the good moments, funny moments in the script did come from out of the blue improvised moments. I always did a version of the script. I wouldn't say the final product is a million miles away from the script, but some of the instinctive comedy was brought, you know, by the actors. And two big films, sort of two big themes in this film, redemption and forgiveness. It's well timed with Christmas coming up. Was that purposeful? Did you have a meaning with that? Well, I'm glad you see those as the two major themes, because for me it was always a film about forgiveness, a film about, you know, not being judgmental. You know, it's a tricky idea, but you know, the notion of, you know, people coming through these events and actually finding greater sort of places in their lives was always the reason for doing it. You know, out of disaster, you know, somehow we can not just prevail but maybe even prosper. You know, that seemed to me the driving force of the script.
You could say life in the Oranges is dependable.
I'm going out.
Wow, don't you look nice?
Mom, give me some room.
That is until what happened.
Kathy.
Mom.
Oh my God!
Kathy.
I'm gonna throw up!
What are you most looking forward to about this film tonight, Christopher?
Well, it's directed by a great friend of mine who I worked with about 10 years ago, Julian Farina. So I'm looking forward most to the direction, actually.
Do you think you'll be able to tell that it's specifically his film? Is there something about the way that he directs?
There is, yeah. I think the best directors are invisible. I think the worst directors do endless tracking shots and forever showing you how clever they are with the camera. Julian's great talent, I think, is with performance. So I suppose what I'm looking forward to is the detail of the performance, which I think he's a master at.
And the story, the script, have you had a read of that?
It's I've seen an early cut of the film about 2 years ago. I saw a cut of it, so I'm very interested to see how the film's progressed. Because, you know, there's always a huge journey in the edit. And he assures me that it's much better than it was, and it was very good then.
Brilliant. How about the cast? You happy?
The cast, I'm very happy about the cast, yeah. Are any of them here?
Not that we know of yet.
My autograph book.
Oh no!
Can I have yours?
I hope they take. You can have mine.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth anything.
And the cameraman's, I'd like his. He's a good-looking chap.
You're only 24 years old?
We like each other.
Oh my God. You have caused some serious trouble, young lady. Don't you roll your eyes at me.
I'm sorry. When you try to play the stern father, it looks like you're pretending.
Your father is not pretending.
I'm not pretending.
Terry, do something.
Whoa! Ow! Okay, hurt my ankle. Ow.
You okay?
Ow. No, I'm not okay.
Hello, Vanessa. How are you today?
Very well indeed. Very much looking forward to this film.
Absolutely. And apparently you went to university with Hugh Laurie.
I certainly did. I went to university with Hugh Laurie. As you can tell by looking at me, I'm a couple of years younger than him. But for my last year, we definitely overlapped, and he was the toast of footlights in that in those days with Stephen Fry, his great mate, Emma Thompson, their great pal, Tony Slattery, and I sat there in the stalls absolutely beguiled by them. They were incredible, and they still are.
So you were more of a watcher of Hugh rather than a take-aparter?
I'm a late bloomer, you know. It took me a while to get in my stride and grab the microphone from anybody I could see. At that time, I was just a watcher, and you know, he was tremendous, but I didn't really realise that he had what it took to become the male lead in something like House. I didn't get that at all. I thought he was a comedian. So he's you know, his career's been extraordinary.
And the most embarrassing moment of his uni days?
Oh my God, you'd have to ask him. I don't think he was embarrassed ever. He was, you know, very, very clever, amazingly bright academically, and also, you know, had an agent while he was still an undergraduate, and has been, you know, soared straight to world fame without any kind of blips at all. I don't think he's ever been embarrassed. Never.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, not in front of me, anyway.
So this film tonight, do you think, is this kind of up your street? Is this what you'd normally see?
100%, because we're absolutely besotted with Entourage. And this is the director of Entourage. So if it's anything like Entourage in any way, we're going to absolutely love it. Plus, Ben's berserk about sex scandal and betrayal, preferably before breakfast.
More the betrayal side.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben, we've got sex, betrayal and scandal.
I like mystery and sort of murder mystery and suspense and stuff like that. So it's not the... No, but betrayal, it's all to kind of go with it.
Romp, we love that.
Can't we just be normal?
What's normal? I don't do this. I'm not that guy.
Terry, wanna go? You and me? Make out in the back? Right now, let's go. Let's do it.
Nice move on the Christmas card.
Thank you.
Oh, good God.
I love going to the movies, so very much looking forward to seeing it, and not sure what to expect, so very exciting.
What have you heard so far?
I've heard the title. It's called The Oranges, so that's start. I know Hugh, who did the voiceovers for Walkers for donkey's years, so I know him well, so I'm looking forward to his performance. Great actor.
Absolutely. So we've got two families in it. You've known each other for 25 years, and the daughter of one family sparks off an affair with the dad in the other. What do you think to that?
Diabolical behaviour.
You're not giving your consent to that, are you, Gary?
Obviously not, no. Because you never know, do you?
But it'll make a good film.
Things happen. As long as it makes a good film, that's all that matters.
Mom and Dad split up. How could nobody tell me?
I'm taking myself out. I'm having a good time for once.
It's about to be.
Life. Ugh.